today on Florida Sport Fishing.
The pain is real. Meat fishing daddy. Ho-ho, what on?
CV Boats presents Florida Sport Fishing, television for the avid angler, powered by Mercury Marine.
Oh, yeah.
There's a sailfish. Already got a bite. Ridiculous.
Another one on, another one on.
That's what it's all about right there.
Nice jump.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Florida Sport Fishing TV proudly utilizes and endorses VMC Coastal Black Hooks, engineered to withstand the harshest saltwater environments. Salt Life Optics, Italian style and Zeiss lenses provide unparalleled contrast and clarity for finding fish faster. Tsunami, a complete line of tackle and tools designed and manufactured for maximum fish catching success. Boat Outfitters, from replacement parts to hard-to-find hardware, boat owners and builders count on BoatOutfitters.com. King Sailfish, providing anglers worldwide with the finest fish mounts. Visit KingSailfishMounts.com and order your trophy today.
Hey guys, welcome to Florida Sport Fishing TV. I'm Captain Mike. We've got Captain Carlos up in the bow of our CV370. We're spending a day doing some deep dropping offshore. We're right outside of Boca, about 700 and Faruno says 775, and we're targeting these Blackbelly Rosefish. I mean, what an absolutely awesome looking creature. Creature of the deep right there. Member of the scorpion family, deep dwelling anywhere from 600 to 2,000 feet down on the bottom. And I'll tell you what they lack in quality as far as size is concerned, they certainly make up for in quality, beauty, and absolutely awesome table fare. We're gonna talk a lot about this today. We're gonna talk about the tackle that we're fishing. We're gonna talk about the rigs, how to find the Blackbelly Rosefish, when to find these Blackbellies. And I'll tell you what, absolutely great day savers. When the dolphin bite's not on, the inshore reef bite's off, this is what you do. You come out, you do a little bit of deep dropping, and you put some meat in the boat, put some fish in the box. And I'll tell you what, this is a great way to do it. Beautiful fish, absolutely beautiful.
I just pulled up the Rat Pack, 3 little ones. But just to show you how aggressive these little fish are, we're using 9.0 circle hooks from VMC, right? Look at that. Barely fits in his mouth. And he sucked it down.
That fish was hungry.
Talk about, you know, just eating whatever you see. And that's the epitome right there. It's pretty cool.
Let's talk a little bit about where to find these Blackbelly Rosefish. It's a structure-oriented species. You need some kind of bottom. You can pick a couple on the open kind of mud flats, but you really want some rocks, some outcroppings, depressions, hills, anything that separates that bottom is gonna hold these rosies, okay? Depth, 600 to 2,000 feet. Of course, on the high end, nobody's deep dropping in 2,000 feet. We're in 775, 800 foot, somewhere in that ballpark. And I'll tell you, they're all up and down the coast here, all up and down the southeast coast. They're almost impossible not to find, they really are. But do a little bit of homework, you know, study some charts, look at your machine, you know the bottom, and focus those efforts on areas that have structure. And once you're there, I mean, look at that rod tip. There's one eating it right now. Look, yep. Just got to the bottom. And if you're on top of them, you're gonna get bites in literally minutes. If you don't get a bite in 5 minutes, move on. You're not on top of them. So it's all about the structure. And I'll tell you though, like every other fishery, it's very detail oriented. It's not as simple as just coming out, dropping a rig down and loading up. You know, you do have to do your homework, and we're gonna talk a lot more about the tackle as the morning progresses, but everything's gotta be right in order to maximize on this fishery. But if you do it right, you certainly can come out here and have a great time, load up, and put some great tasting fish in the box. Oh yeah, there's a couple on there. I'm gonna get a little greedy, see if I can get a couple more. It's a long way up for just one.
The award-winning Z Performance line from CV raises the bar. It's not just fast. It's not just fuel efficient. The CVZ is the entire package. It offers the perfect balance, safe, predictable handling during hard turns and at high speed. And most importantly, the Z stays on plane at lower speeds, so it can comfortably handle anything Mother Nature can dish out. Experience the exhilarating ride of the CVZ. Schedule a sea trial today.
It's in the heartbeat, it's in the real thing. You can't make it up. It's in your soul deep. It's in the stars, the stripes, this dirt on my feet. The way I love my woman and I wish you love for me. It's in the heartbeat.
Geico, more than just car insurance.
Joey Accardi Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram reminds you that before you can do this, you have to do this. And before you can do that, you're going to need this. Save thousands on every new Ram truck at Joey Accardi in Pompano Beach. Family owned and operated and bringing South Florida our best deals for over 25 years. So before you can do this. And before you can do this, you have to do this. Visit joeyaccardicdjr.com.
It's your turn to score big. Book a long-range adventure aboard the legendary Yankee Captains. Fish virgin waters more than 100 miles offshore for exotic queen snapper, trophy tilefish, monster grouper, and more. With a lifetime of experience, let Captain Greg Mercurio and his dedicated crew put you on a hot bite. Fish around the clock or just relax. With full galley and huge fish boxes, all you'll need to bring is your appetite for action. Now sailing from Key West year-round.
Oh, yeah, baby. Look at that. Woo! That's the pool winner right here. Look at these. Nice.
Oh, he's stopping it. I love that.
Take your time, Carlos. That's him. Mr. Golden.
I don't know.
No?
I don't know. I hope it is, but I don't know. You don't know until it's up here, right? Oh, yes. I like that. A big head bob. Like
Good.
something nasty down there. Oh.
Coming?
Yeah, still there.
Nice!
It's got a little weight now.
Oh, yeah. Look at him digging.
It feels different.
Does it?
Feels different, yeah. If it is a rosy, it's a big rosy.
Well, I just
Maybe
pulled
it's
up a
big
couple
couple.
slob rosies, so
Yeah.
there might be a few. But that is the cool thing, you know, there's always that chance of getting that kicker, that bonus fish. You know, you're catching all these rosies and suddenly a nice golden tile or a barrelfish crushes one of the baits. That's what makes deep dropping, you know, one of the things that makes it so exciting is the mystery.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you don't know what you're gonna pull up from down there.
Nope.
It's likely, but you just don't know. And the key is just slow, you know, take your time when you're bringing up a fish from so deep. Even with the power assist equipment, you can see it doesn't have that thing, you know, fully engaged.
No,
That's
I
the
slowed
nice
it
thing.
down actually intentionally.
Yep. Oh, that thing is digging.
Yeah.
You know, it's all about using that reel's tools and the ability of the reel. So if it has the variable speed, slow it down a little bit. Remember, you've got a lot going on. The boat's going up and down. You've got a 2 or 3 pound lead at the bottom of the rig, potentially multiple fish on there pulling in different directions. So there is a level of finesse that has to be applied even when you're meat fishing like this.
There it is. You see the color?
Yep,
Yeah,
I
that's
do
a
see the
big fish,
color.
buddy.
That is a big fish.
That's a
and-
big fish, buddy.
And it does look white. Looks
That's
like
a
a
big
golden.
fish. That's not a rosy. That's
Does
something
look like a
different.
golden. Let's slide
That's
down
something
just a
different
little
right there,
bit.
boy. That doesn't look like a rosy to me. Oh, what is that, Mike?
That's a golden,
What do
baby.
we got?
Small golden tile
What do we
fish.
got?
That's what we're looking for right there. There's our
That's
kicker.
the one.
Hold on, nice one.
That's the one.
Oh yeah, baby.
That's the one we're waiting for. Don't let it go.
All right.
That one's got
Dude,
some
nice
teeth.
job.
Thank you. That one's
Nice.
got some teeth on it.
What an absolutely beautiful fish. Look at
It was in
that.
the rocks. See all that?
That's actually from the fish coming up from so deep. They
Really?
bloat
There's-
like that.
really?
Yeah. Yep.
I thought it was him rubbing
Little
down
skin
there.
or scales will pop like that.
Okay.
But that is a beautiful fish. Certainly that golden tilefish, these things will get 50 pounds. Okay, 50 pounds. So there could be a 50 down there.
Oh yeah, that's a pup. But
yeah, this is just a
still
little.
good eating.
Oh, great eating fish. Tastes like lobster.
Right, that interwoven meat. Yeah.
But I mean, how gorgeous is that with that coloration?
Yeah.
Got the blue on the bottom, bug eyes.
Yellow dots everywhere.
Big giant mouth right there. What an absolutely pretty fish.
That's cool, man.
Very, very cool. That's it. That's our kicker right there so far. Now we need his mom. Nice, pal.
It's all right. We know they're here, though.
Oh, yeah.
Now we know.
Put you on the meat. Let's get him on ice and drop back down and see if we can catch his mother. The pain is real. Oh man, I crack myself up. I love deep dropping. Some people don't like it as much as I do, but I'll tell you what, I really enjoy it. I love kite fishing, sword fishing, every kind of fishing, but also love deep dropping. Just a mystery of what you're bringing up from so far away. There we go, a couple on there at least. Oh yeah.
Hey, look at that. You got 2.
4.
4? I see 2.
All right. All right.
I think his description.
Couple decent ones, couple dinks. Tell you what, let's get this guy on ice. Take a break from the action for a second. I want to check out our marine electronics section. I want to talk to you about how I use my Furuno TZ Touch Network in the 3D mode to key in on these spots long before we ever leave the dock. Check this out.
Marine Electronics, presented by Pelagic Gear, official apparel provider of Florida Sport Fishing TV.
Hey guys, on this marine electronics segment, I want to talk to you about structure. You know, successful deep dropping is all about structure. These fish just aren't everywhere. You've got to find hills and ridges and different contours and peaks and valleys. All of these differences in the bottom, you know, if it's exposed rock or a ledge, all of these are going to hold forage, shrimp, squid, small juvenile bait fish, and of course that's going to attract the snapper, the grouper, the tilefish, and all the other game fish that you're looking for. Thanks to my Furuno TZ Touch, I'm able to find those spots long before I ever even leave the dock. I can maneuver the screen around, I can fly around, virtually fly around that entire bottom, you know, in different modes. I can zoom in, zoom out, I can change the angle of the screen, and I can find all of those ridges and drop-offs in a variety of different depths and mark all of those waypoints long before I ever even hit the water. This way, when I'm out there fishing, I can jump around from spot to spot in different depths depending on the conditions and depending on the species that I'm looking for, and I can maximize my time on the water. If you wait to do it while you're out there, you're going to be spending all day looking instead of fishing. Soft Science. On and off the water, I love these shoes. Amazingly lightweight, fast drying, stable, and supportive. Based on biomechanics, Soft Science shoes reduce foot and back pain and are the most comfortable footwear I've ever worn. And when you stand on the deck of a boat all day, that makes a big difference. Anglers and boaters demand shoes that are slip resistant, non-marking, and stain and odor resistant, and Soft Science delivers. Dozens of fashionable styles and colors available at softscience.com.
We're going to try out this new folding fillet knife from Bubba Blade on these big grouper. We're going to try to gut them and see how this thing works. Oh man, like butter. I mean, that doesn't get any easier. Golly, unbelievable. Right through like butter. I love the new gut knife from Bubba Blade. It's compact, the best of all, it's like a pocket knife, man. You just close that thing up, put it away. Love it, great little knife.
Another one on the jig. Woo!
That's grouper dynamo.
Yeah! How's that for a sea monster?
Chaos. Gear matters. Shop online or visit our new superstore for everything fishing.
I'm about halfway up. Go ahead and drop down. You know, that's the key when you've got multiple people deep dropping, such as Carlos and myself. He's up in the bow. I'm back here toward the stern. But we're communicating, you know, we're trying to keep ourselves spread apart, but we've got to talk it out. You know, we don't want to drop at the same time, we don't want to retrieve at the same time, then we risk tangles. So usually what we'll do is, if I'm halfway up, he'll go back down or vice versa, you know, but the key is just a clear line of communication. Work together. Work together, everybody can fish, everybody can catch fish. You're still gonna get some tangles, there's no question. I mean, it's part of the game. When you've got multiple people deep dropping with, you know, 5 hook rigs, it's inevitable that at some point you're gonna get tangled. But just take your time, work through it, communicate, and you'll do fine. Almost there. I see him coming. Exciting. I can't see, looks like 2 maybe. Oh yeah, 3, no, 2. There we go, 2 on the 2 bottom hooks. There we go. There they are, a couple of fatties. Woo! Love it.
As we're drifting along out here, I just wanted to share with you guys a couple quick tips that'll help you stay connected to whatever's down there. It doesn't matter if it's rosies, golden tiles, grouper. As you're letting your line down, make sure you stop it like every 100 feet or so. It'll eliminate some of the scope in the line, and it'll give you a little bit more vertical presentation, so you'll be able to feel the bite better, okay? Another thing is, when you do get a bite, don't think that you just lock the reel up and sit back. You gotta make sure your drag's set properly. Otherwise, you're gonna open a hole in that fish's mouth and he'll come off, okay? So make sure you have the proper drag setting as well.
All right, I tell you, the cool thing about, or one of the cool things about deep dropping for these rosefish is it's great for novices, families, anglers just getting into deep dropping, because once you get on them, the action is really consistent. You catch some nice quality fish. I mean, again, a really great eating fish. And I'll tell you, they pull like crazy all the way up. It's not just a dead weight. These things will pull like crazy. But one of the things that's real important is that rig. Let's check out our rigging station, and I'm gonna go through the entire rig with you step by step to make sure that you do it right too. Pretty, huh?
Yep.
Really pretty fish.
One of the coolest looking fish down here.
That's for sure.
Rigging Station, presented by Diamond Fishing Products, the finest monofilament, fluorocarbon, and braided fishing line in the world.
Hey, successful deep dropping is all about the details, just like with every other type of fishery, and perhaps the most important part of the equation is the rig itself. While you can certainly buy pre-tied deep drop rigs right off the shelf, and they'll get the job done, I like to make my own. You know, this way I get exactly what I'm looking for. I start with a 7-foot length of 300-pound diamond extra hard leader material. That's what I'm gonna construct my trunk line out of, and it's the same leader that I'm gonna use for my branch lines. And I like to fish 5 branches, 5 hooks, VMC, 9/0, inline, tournament circle hooks. At the bottom of my trunk line, I'm gonna crimp on a heavy-duty diamond rotary ball bearing snap swivel. Really important, because that sash weight, regardless if you're fishing a 2, 3, 4, or 10-pound weight, it's gonna spin on the way down and on the way back up, and that swivel will help maintain the rigidity of the rig, and you'll avoid dealing with tangles all day. From there, I'm gonna slide 5 swivel sleeves right onto the trunk line before I crimp a small loop up at the top of the trunk line. And that little loop, that's actually what's gonna connect to the swivel coming off my main line, right off of the rod. And that swivel is also where I'm gonna put that little strobe light. But again, 5 hooks is plenty. I spaced those swivel sleeves about 12 to 14 inches apart. From there, you know, I use probably about 8 inches on the branch lines. You don't need any more than that. You don't want them too long or else the baits will tangle with each other all day. And this is about efficiency. The last thing you want to do is drop a rig 1,000 feet down and have it all tangled up. So really 8 to 10 inches on the branch lines is plenty. But what's really important, again, is the details. Make sure that you use that appropriate 300-pound extra hard leader material, those VMC 9/0 circle hooks, thin gauge, but super strong. Also very important, that swivel at the bottom. I can't stress how important that is as well. And make sure you've got enough rigs. I'll tell you what, you go out for a day of deep drop and you're gonna blow through some bottom rigs. You may get hung in the bottom, you may get sharked, a lot of different things could happen. So make sure you go out with at least a handful of rigs for each guy fishing on the boat. Florida Sport Fishing is the #1 magazine for resident and visiting anglers. Each giant issue is packed with informative editorials, easy to follow illustrations, and tips to keep you hooked up. Subscribe today and I'll deliver the magazine to your home for only 4 cents a day. Visit Fsftv.com right now and I'll also include a hat, unlimited access to Florida Sport Fishing Digimag for your tablet and phone, and a special gift to keep you cool on and off the water.
What if navigating was as simple as touch and go? It is that simple. The world's first multi-touch MFD chart plotter, Navnet TZ Touch.
Fortress, the world's best anchors. Stronger, faster, lighter. High-tech aluminum alloy makes Fortress anchors the easiest to handle. Precision machining and sharpening results in the fastest setting anchor. Fortress buries deep for the strongest holding power. With 8 models from 4 to 69 pounds, there's a Fortress anchor for you. Fortress, stronger, faster, lighter.
Florida Sport Fishing TV proudly utilizes and endorses Motor Guide Trolling Motors. Precise control and accuracy in challenging conditions means better fishing. Tropic Trailer, Florida's largest trailer dealer, has the right boat, cargo, or utility trailer at the right price. Bio Green Clean, the first heavy-duty, environmentally friendly multi-surface cleaner that actually works. Tsunami, hard plastic poppers and stick baits designed to deplete local fish populations. Please practice catch and release. Frigid Rigid, from 35 to 300 quarts, the finest coolers, fish coffins, and freezers on the water.
What you got, baby? Woo! Digger! That thing is digging.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe a big rock coral.
Big Rosie?
Yeah.
Okay, what a great thing to do. Great day to do it. Little wintertime deep dropping, put some meat in the fridge. A lot of fun, you know. It's really a good idea to be a well-rounded angler. You know, have a lot of tricks up your sleeves. Got to have plan A, plan B, plan C, and plan D when everything else fails.
Holy mama thomas.
Putting up a tussle, huh?
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like a Rosie?
I don't know. I mean, come on, look at the thing bouncing.
Hey, listen, you said that last time you brought one up that was this big.
Stop it. Oh, maybe it's just all the pressure of this.
That is 2 Rosies.
That's it?
Yep. Come on over here, pal. Woo, you got a good one. That's grandpa.
How old do you think that thing is?
This fish right here is at least 30 years old, maybe 40.
Really? Wow.
100%.
So He's had his home down there for a while.
For a long time, and you just ruined his day.
So sorry.
There you go. Do something with your trophy. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh, oh God, he's heavy, he's so heavy. Here, here, grab him, 2 hands, 2 hands, 2 hands.
Ridiculous. What's wrong, Matt?
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, baby, yeah, baby, yeah, baby. Look at this stringer right here. Look at this one.
You got a
Look
golden?
At this one, baby, right here.
That a boy.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Good job.
Get in here. Get in here.
Were you just waiting for all the hooks to be taken? I think
That's
you were
what I'm
just
talking
waiting.
about. Woo! Covered up. Covered up. Absolutely awesome. Hey, I'll tell you what, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Florida Sport Fishing TV. Came out for a morning of deep dropping. Crushed the rosies. Some nice ones too, big fatties. A couple of goldens mixed in. I'll tell you what, it doesn't get any better than this. To learn more about deep dropping, check out youtube.com/Florida Sport Fishing. Make sure to subscribe to Florida Sport Fishing Magazine. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and get hooked up, baby.
To learn more about the tactics and techniques seen on today's show and to subscribe to Florida Sport Fishing Magazine, visit floridasportfishing.com and get hooked up.